Hi, I'm Lita Lippis.
And I'm Jim Gordon.
Welcome to another edition of Our City Tonight.
We're here at the Pendulum Gallery in downtown Vancouver. Lita, a big party happening behind us.
Yes.
Well, there's a big party happening in our show, so we should get right to Our City Tonight.
This segment is brought to you by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
Well, that's right, another Bosa segment. Bosa superstar, she's back again, Christina.
Hello, Jim.
You are one of our superstars, that's
you.
right. She's relaxing with a handheld microphone right now. We are here at the Italian Cultural Center in East Vancouver. It's a King of Cheese event. I'm learning more and more. I'm eating a lot today, of course, but it's all about celebrating Parmesan.
That's right.
Reggiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano. We're here, like you mentioned, this is the Parmigiano Reggiano event that we're celebrating with all our wonderful friends in the industry and sharing what Bosa Foods has to offer with one of our favorite and best-selling cheeses that we have in the industry.
Yeah, this is your number one deal, isn't
Yeah,
it? That
it's
people come to
amazing.
you specifically for this official Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's good. She mentioned friends in the industry. Let's go meet some of those friends in cheese industry now. Well, he's a Canadian author, cook, and host of several internationally syndicated television shows. He's also the author of a lot of cookbooks, folks. It's a great pleasure to welcome Chef David Rocco. Chef, thank you for joining us here today.
Yeah.
It is, you're really in the middle of what we're all doing here today, a certain brand, the Parmigiano Reggiano. Let's talk about that because you're an ambassador here.
I am, and it's a dream job because
Yes, I
it
was
is
gonna say.
the iconic Italian cheese. We say it's the king of all cheeses.
Yeah.
And Parmigiano Reggiano is something I grew up with as a good Italian boy. It's almost in, that wide range of Italian cooking and recipes. And it's just so incredibly, just a great opportunity to represent them and speak on their behalf.
To our viewers, one of the things that I've discovered, and our viewers, we hear from them with the segments we've been doing over the last year with Bosa Foods, who are connected here, of course, is we're getting a real education on quality products like this. Can you give our viewers a little maybe education of why this brand, this cheese is so premium?
Well, it's an incredible story. I mean, the monks started making Parmigiano Reggiano about 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
It's made with 3 ingredients: milk, rennet, and salt. Basta. That's it. Nothing else. And it's been made the exact same way these last 1,000 years. So when you think of, an ingredient or a product to have that kind of legacy and, not be changed with modern technology is really a tribute to the quality and also the culture of Italian cooking.
It's also true that there's a real stringent kind of setup too with this cheese. Like there are hoops you got to jump through to have that official brand stamped on your cheese.
Absolutely. It's Parmigiano Reggiano, not Parmesan, not Parm. But, I think for an Italian and for Italophiles alike, this is a cheese that is symbolic of quality, of legacy, of history. And, when you think about the monks, when they started making it, they didn't make it because they wanted to sell globally.
Yeah.
It's just taken that course, and it's just, I think people that are into cooking understand that a little goes a long way, and because you're eating it, I mean, it's all about quality. You don't want to put anything inferior.
Chef, got to ask you too about the rind because people may not know about that either.
Oh, it's an incredible cheese, and every aspect of the cheese can be eaten. That's right. So sometimes, you'll buy a cheese and you throw out the rind. No. Parmigiano Reggiano, you can use the rind in everyday cooking. So I always save it and I use it for my my sauces, my tomato sauce, my ragouts.
Nice.
Soups.
Okay.
So you're making a minestrone soup, you throw it in, and it just gives additional flavor. You want to put it on the barbecue or on a griddle.
Yeah.
It melts, it crisps up, you chop it up and you throw it into a salad. So you use all aspects of it.
That's fantastic.
And the other thing about this cheese, which a lot of people don't realize, it's lactose free. There's a reason why they call it the king of cheese.
That's amazing. Yeah, my co-host Lita, who's not here today, lactose intolerant, cannot have it, so that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, now she can have it, yeah.
Alessandro, you're a trade marketing specialist in this world of Parmigiano Reggiano. You're here in Vancouver. Talk to us about what it is that you want to, what's the goal? What do you want to do?
Oh, thanks for this opportunity to speak about Parmigiano Reggiano cheese and the consortium. We are here in Vancouver for promotion and speak about Parmigiano Reggiano because the consortium born 90 years ago, and our goal is to promotion about the Parmigiano Reggiano, speak about the Parmigiano Reggiano, and in this type of event, sample, try, educated the people to the real Parmigiano Reggiano. Taste it. The three simple ingredients: milk, salt, and rennet. It's the same recipe of 1,000 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah? We don't...
Why mess with perfection, right?
we speak about now in this time of the clean label. This is the clean label because it's only 3 ingredients.
The company she heads as CEO is called Dalla Bona. It's Elisabetta, and her name is Dalla Bona. She is the CEO. Hey, you were on the show, I think 2 summers ago when we first started with Bosa.
Yes,
Your family has been around a little while. They've been making great cheese for 70 years.
exactly.
Tell our viewers about your company.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here again. It's a pleasure. I love Vancouver. It's always a very welcoming place. Yeah, the company is a family business. It has been a family business for 70 years now, and I'm the 4th generation working on it.
Wow.
It started with my great-grandfather and my grandfather. They were cheese makers. And we started from 2 wheels a day. Now we have more than 400 wheels produced every day. Here with Bosa, we carry some specialties. We have the 40 months Reggiano and 2 different biodiversity. So it is made with different cows from the black and white Jersey. This one and these 2 from the brown cow and red cow. So we try to bring something special every year to keep you entertained a little bit with our cheeses.
Yeah, so it really is important for you to come to markets like Vancouver to showcase your brands. And one of the threads running through the segment today has been authenticity and the supremacy of this great cheese, that you don't buy imitations.
No, basically this is a cheese with 1,000 years of history, and all of the producers are strictly controlled by the consortium that is here also today. We probably talk with Alessandro. So we close working together to preserve this seed, to promote it, and to try to keep the tradition living.
Well, as we get ready to wrap up this great spotlight on the King of Cheese, we're here at the Italian Cultural Center, of course, and we're wrapping things up with the Executive Director, Mario, and we wanted to have you on because we're actually in a new section of the center.
This is a new area for Il Centro. This is our renovated osteria, which is now called Osteria al Centro. We have a full kitchen, full bar, and we're just close to opening this venue. We want people to check us out. And make sure you come and join us. Bring your family, bring your friends. We should be looking to open in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, and more information on the Cultural Center itself, they can get that where?
They can get it on our website.
Which is?
The ItalianCulturalCenter.ca.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
This segment was brought to you by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
This segment is sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.
She has performed on 3 continents. Her music has been featured in films and has been performed by small ensembles and orchestras. She's collaborated with dancers, poets, and theater productions to create memorable experiences and has just released her 4th full-length album. She goes by the name of Sidewalk Cellist. We have Clara Chandler joining us on Our City Tonight. Welcome, Clara.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we're so excited. We have an interesting past because I was introduced to you quite strangely by a very close friend who has since left us, Peter Moscas, discovered you on the sidewalk, as your sidewalk cellist name denotes, and he brought you home to his lovely wife Margaret and had you for dinner. He was so impressed with your beautiful music. He was always out looking for those hidden gems in the music industry here in Vancouver. I'm so glad he did that. We've got Margaret actually in the studio watching with us. And your music is spectacular.
Thank you.
I own one of your other CDs, I think maybe your second one. And what inspired your fourth album?
This album sort of began in 2018. I lost a very dear friend who was basically my fairy godmother. She swooped into my life, showed me how to take care of myself, how to set boundaries, how to say no, because I was just going in all directions all the time. She called me her peripatetic cellist. So I forget who said the quote, but the quote is, "Be what you miss most about the people who are gone." So this album is everything that she taught me. It's the songs that I wrote for the two of us to play together. And having also been through the pandemic, looking around at the world and seeing so much chaos, so much division, the thesis of this album is what our similarities vastly outnumber our differences. That no matter how different our lives are, ultimately we share the same fate, we share the same home, and if we start treating each other as one giant family of human beings, we might actually stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, that's our mutual friend, Peter Moscas. He embodied that truly. He embraced everybody he came across, and he was one of the best networkers of bringing people together. And that's why I got to meet you. Now, tell us a little of your background. It's quite a fascinating career. How did you become a cellist, and where did that take you?
I started playing the cello when I was 3. I was really inspired by my older sister and my dad, who were playing the cello, and I kind of wanted to be just like them. So I got put into cello lessons and did the classical music thing for over 10 years. And then as a teenager, I had a punk phase and I was just about ready to throw the cello to the wind and pick up an electric guitar when a mutual friend introduced me to the music of Shostakovich. And that's when I realized, okay, classical music can be cool. It can be hardcore. So that kept me with one foot in the classical world, one foot in the rock and roll world. And then from there started busking as I think when I was 15. And when you're on the street, you just meet all sorts of people. So that led to invitations to do music with poetry, music with theater, music with dance, and then went all over the world.
You have been all over the world, and you're also a teacher, and you have an interesting style of teaching. You really do, you don't just do one sort of style, you cater to that person's learning style, and I think that's really what has set you apart in the teaching world.
And that's another wonderful thing about this project is I get to bring together all the parts of myself. So I've not only recorded this album, I've also written out all of the sheet music arrangements for the 12 tracks on this album. And with the help of a few musician friends, I'm arranging them for all the musical instruments in a typical student orchestra. So I get to teach these songs to my students. I get to send them off to the world to be played by amateur clarinetists, tuba players, whatever.
Oh, that is wonderful. Clara, it's always such a pleasure. I love your music, and I certainly encourage people. They can find out more about you where?
Sidewalkcellist.com. Cellist does not have an H in it. And I'm on Facebook. I reluctantly joined Instagram. I have YouTube. My music's on Spotify, Apple Music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you are touring here,
I am.
upcoming tour. People can check that out on the website to find out exact dates. You're going to be performing here in Vancouver. I certainly encourage our Vancouver audience to take that into consideration. You're just a beautiful, beautiful musician. So Clara Chandler, the sidewalk cellist, so great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you so much, Lita.
This segment was sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.
Hey, thanks for watching Our City Tonight. We just wanted to remind you to check out our fairly new website at www.ourcitytonighttv.com. You can check out all past episodes and a great gallery of pictures and check out what we're up to. Now back to the show.
Well, we're going to leave Hydra for a few minutes and head across town where Lita's going to try some food for the autumn season at one of their sister restaurants, Parker Rooftop.
Well, we're back here at Parker Rooftop, and thanks to our good friends here. We are with Chef Marco, and very excited. First time I'm meeting you.
Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you.
You are their executive chef, and you have brought out some amazing things for us to try. Tell us what's in front of us.
We have our Eau de Divine caviar from Sunshine Coast. Eau de Divine is one of the new soap seller in the restaurant. We have happy apple caviar, and then we have an Eau de Divine, a golden caviar Sicilian sturgeon. Lovely, I love it. And then we have oysters, which we have in our restaurant daily. I wanna make you try some of that.
Yes, please. You can make me try that for sure.
I want you to try the oysters first and let me know what you think about that, and then I get ready with the caviar.
And these are Vancouver Island. I understand you guys bring them in fresh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna make me do this on camera.
And I'll get you ready for the caviar.
Okay, all right. Let's do this.
I feel comfortable for me to take it. That's okay. Yeah. You're gluten free. You can only eat that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. So.
But I'll just have the caviar.
Yeah. If you wanna give me your hand, just give me. Just
look
gonna
at
have that. Yeah, there you go. Just going to try, and let me know what you think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people just eat them like that.
All right. Are we ready for this?
Let me know what you think.
Oh.
Nice and smoky. Yeah.
That is delicious.
Yeah. Obviously, we have some lemon here. Obviously, you get. Yeah.
And you've got the blinis.
Bellinis, yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm gluten free, so I can't
so
have
you can
that with
have
it.
But
that is so perfect.
like it?
Goodness. Okay, when the camera shut down, I think I'm gonna have more.
Okay.
So these are your best sellers, Chef.
Yeah.
I can see why. Super fresh, super delicious, and I love that you have all the fixings for that. You also provide mains now at Parker Rooftop.
We have, obviously I'm here in the restaurant, a lot of the places. I was like, I wanted to see it first at the beginning, how was the restaurant look like, and then some great with some mains, and few fresh mains for the summer.
Wonderful.
And there we are now already thinking about, for winter's coming and decide.
Winter is coming.
Yeah.
So still perfect to sit down with these comfort foods. And so thank you so much.
Worries.
So great to meet you. Thanks for bringing out this luxury dish. And again, thanks to our friends at Parker Rooftop. Great to meet Chef Marco. And
lovely.
Great to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, hi there from the Parker Rooftop, one of our favorite places to film the show.
Yeah, I'll remind you to check out one of our print digital versions of Our City Tonight. It's in Jessel, Brian Jessel magazine. The summer and fall edition is out now. You're looking at it. Check out a column. It's part of this wonderful magazine.
Our City Tonight is bringing to you a new series for the 55 plus called Healthy Horizons. In these segments, we'll be talking with professionals about health and wellness, free senior services, online safety, financial management, and alternative medicine.
Well, this is not something we do very often, but it's great to be in the offices of the Richmond Sentinel here in Richmond, one of our longest partnerships on Our City Tonight. We're on their on-set video area of the office, and I am joined by federal MP Wilson Miao here in Richmond. I appreciate you joining us for this segment.
Thank you for having me, Jim. It's always great to be back.
It is great to have you, and as I said, great to be in the offices here of the Richmond Sentinel. With these segments we've been doing for our viewers, we've been covering a wide variety of topics for, I say the people 60 up, and we're going to do a lot more. But what we wanted to do with you today as a government official is talk about some of the services and programs out there that a lot of seniors may not know about, and that's something that the feedback you get sometimes. Let's talk about what people can look to in terms of services that the government provides.
Well, I've been at the door quite often, and when I talk to seniors, first thing they reflect to me is like what kind of programs and services are being offered by the Government of Canada. And I think this is a very good topic to discuss on, and I would love to share more to our fellow citizens about more of the senior support program that our Government of Canada it's available for people to apply, learn about, and also be informed about.
And you say too that where it begins, ground zero, so to speak, is Canada.ca.
Absolutely. And Canada.ca being the official Government of Canada website has a lot of information inside, not pertaining to only for seniors, but all Canadians.
Right.
However, today's focus on seniors, I think there's an important aspect that we should understand is that these information are always readily available, and it's a matter of click in order to find out more information about it.
Right, and what do you find are the most sought after programs? What are most people saying to you? I know that you said that isolation is a big one and has been since COVID. Talk about some of the programs in that category.
So Government of Canada has been offering support to seniors for many decades. And of course, these programs will change depending on government. And one thing our government has done over the years was to make sure seniors 65 and above are able to apply for supports and financial program that allows them to have a much more stability in their finances, healthy lifestyle, and encouraging a much more better well-being lifestyle for seniors living in our countries.
What other programs are people looking into or that may not know about?
I think most people have heard about the old age securities and the guaranteed income supplement. Right. These are the two most common income support programs that we offer to seniors 65 and above. There are also allowance available for seniors that's 60 and above as well.
Okay, yeah.
So, many programs are available from the Canada.ca, and one of the newest planning tools that is available right now is called a Retirement Hub.
Okay, explain that a little bit to our viewers.
So, Retirement Hub allows seniors to look up and learn how they plan for their retirement, and also make aware of what kind of program is available, how they apply to it. And for those who had already applied or automatically applied once they become the age of 65, is that they're able to manage it online as well. I do understand there's a lot of seniors who might not be as tech savvy and may not have the tools to access. So there's also a toll-free number offered by our Government of Canada, which is 1-800-O-Canada. And O-Canada will stand for 622-6232. And that's a very good hotline to call into to inquire about what kind of services are available. And even with some of the calculation and some of the eligibility requirement, they can also find out more from that.
I had a viewer recently email us to say that they're not a senior, they're in their 40s, but they said what these segments are doing is helping them guide their parents who are in their late 70s. And most people, say under 45, of course, can navigate online. Can people in that age category that are more concerned about their parents, not so much themselves, can they get information and everything if they're worried about, like, where can I get my parents to? My parents may need help for mental reasons and something like that?
Absolutely. And, you know, like, from the website, there's a lot of information, including those that you mentioned earlier. And going back to the Retirement Hub, that's a tool not just for seniors, but for families and relatives and even for their kids to help them plan ahead on their retirement plan. Especially there's so much information out there, and in order to justify the factualness of it, I always suggest people to look into the information from our Canada.ca website.
This is great stuff, Wilson. Of course, we're talking to Wilson Miao. He's a federal MP here in Richmond, which is where we are. Canada.ca is really the place, as I said at the top of the segment, is where you want to start.
Yes, and I highly encourage people who hasn't been to that website, visit that website often, because there's a lot of very informative resources and information in the website pertaining to senior support and services. And of course, Service Canada is always readily available to serve our Canadians on filling in some of these information that they have not found out yet.
Great stuff. It's another Healthy Horizons segment. Wilson Miao, as I mentioned, federal MP here in Richmond, and that's where we are at the offices of one of our partners, the Richmond Sentinel. Thanks again, Wilson.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Closed captioning and other promotional considerations provided by Hamilton High Street Senior Residence, Richmond's newest senior living community.
Well, we're back here at Pendulum Gallery, but it is time to say goodbye.
Thanks to the folks here. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out our website. It's ourcitytonighttv.com. Lots of photos, lots of episodes.
www.
We don't say that anymore. Lita does. Hi, 1998. Anyway, we'll get back to the future. I'm Jim Gordon.
I'm Lita Leapin.
See you on the next edition of Our City Tonight with no www. That's just crazy.
Don't forget to check out 10 years worth of episodes and individual interviews, all on the Our City Tonight YouTube channel. The Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.